What a season it's been for the Mizzou Tiger football team. After going 5-7 last year, the Tigers are now SEC East champions and heading to the SEC championship game in Atlanta, clinching the feat with a win over Johnny Manziel and the Texas A&M Aggies last night at Faurot. Before the game, Mizzou seniors were honored as they played on Faurot Field for the very last time. The crowd gave them their final due as they walked onto the field. A&M would score in this one first, but the Tigers would tie this game up with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. James Franklin, who went 18 of 28 for 233 yards, found Dorial Green Beckham on the 39-yard touchdown strike. He had 93 yards and 7 catches. Mizzou would go down at halftime 14-7, but would come back in this game in the second half, scoring 2 third-quarter touchdowns. That went to LaDamian Washington. The Aggies would tie it up early in the fourth, but with under 3 minutes to go, Henry Josie ran free up the middle, going 57 yards for the touchdown. And that would end it. Mizzou would hold Manziel to just 216 total yards on offense, a 28-21 win. The students would rush the field as the Mizzou Tigers clinched the SEC East outright. Will now play in the SEC championship game against Auburn this Saturday. Our very own Rod Smith was there last night and has more on the Tigers' monumental win.
A remarkable season for the Missouri Tigers, finishing 11-1 SEC Eastern Division champions, and the celebration on the field lasted a long time after this one. The Tigers beating Texas A&M 28-21, a big fourth quarter effort, and they're not finished yet.
Man, there's no feeling better, man. We're going to enjoy this and get ready for next week.
How about this crowd?
Hey, Mizzou fans are the best, man. You can't ask for more.
See the crowd around us, man. It's unbelievable how much we got. All the support, man. It's a great time to be a Missouri Tiger.
You work so hard to do this, and when you get to this point, you have a chance to win a championship in a tough league, especially after the year we came off of. And got a lot of respect back. That respect is real important to me.
Man, it's just a real feeling. These guys are awesome. I love them, man. These are my brothers, man. And they believed all year, and that's all you need.
It's pretty cool. I got hit harder from the fans in the game, and it was really cool. And they all came out there, and they're real supportive, and they're really excited, just like we were.
How special is it to finish up with this one like this?
It feels really good. To be able to do that, it feels really good.
This is like one of our goals that we set from the season. So, I mean, we're so excited that we accomplished everything on our list. So now we just got to worry about what's coming up next.
It feels great. We on our way to SEC championships. People was doubting us before the season, and we came out here and proved them wrong, but we still got a lot of more work to do.
So the season will continue for the Missouri Tigers. They will take on the Auburn Tigers in the SEC championship game. That coming up on Saturday. Unbelievable story for both Tiger teams. Auburn only won 3 games last year. Missouri had won 5. Together, they are now the best from the West and the East, and they will play for the SEC championship.
Thanks, Rod. And our sports columnist Tom Leffler has more on the SEC East champions as they head to Atlanta to play Auburn in a matchup that he says no one could have predicted in the beginning of the season. Now here's a look at the updated BCS standings. With Auburn beating Alabama, the Crimson Tide dropped to 4th, and Auburn moves into 3rd. Florida State claims the #1 ranking, and the only other unbeaten team, Ohio State, moves to #2. Mizzou stays the same at 5, but don't worry, Tiger fans. College football experts believe Mizzou, with a win over Auburn in the SEC title game, will push past Auburn and Alabama, and there's also a chance they could play for a national title if Ohio State loses the Big Ten championship game, but a lot of football to be played though. The Mizzou football team, not the only Tiger team doing well this year. The Mizzou volleyball team finished the season 34-0, ranked 4th in the country, and also captured Mizzou's first ever SEC title in any sport. Tonight, Mizzou hosting a watch party at the Clinton Club in Mizzou Arena as the Tigers learn their fate for the NCAA tournament starting this week. And Mizzou earned the #4 overall seed in the tournament. They will play IUPUI in the first round. The Tigers will also host the first and second rounds of the tournament at the Hearn Center.
I'm really happy for the kids. They've worked really hard all season long. They've done just a tremendous job, and I couldn't be happier for them.
Especially, being 34-0, I think a lot of people think that we have pressure on ourselves, and that's not it at all. We're just going to go out and play our game in the way that we know how to play, and I think we're going to beat a lot of people doing that.
Here's the schedule for the Tigers this week. Purdue will play Central Arkansas in the first game at the Hearn Center on Friday, followed by Mizzou and IUPUI at 6:30. And if Mizzou wins, they will play the winner of Purdue Central Arkansas on Saturday at 7:30. After starting the season 9-0, the Kansas City Chiefs have lost 2 straight. But there is no time to look back this afternoon as the Denver Broncos, who are tied atop the AFC standings at 9-2, came to Kansas City. KC trying to avenge their loss to the Broncos from 2 weeks ago. This time, though, they had the home field advantage. The Chiefs would strike first in the first quarter. Alex Smith finding Junior Hemingway for the 17-yard touchdown. It was 7-0 KC. In the second quarter, Peyton Manning off the play action finds Eric Decker, and Decker had quite the day. This one a 41-yard touchdown, and it's 7-7 ball game. Alex Smith later in the second quarter would hook up with tight end Anthony Fasano for the 12-yard touchdown pass, make it 21-7. Chiefs would go to halftime up 21-14. But the Broncos came out strong in the second half. Manning to Decker again, this time 37 yards on the touchdown, and he wouldn't be done after this. In the fourth, Eric Decker grabs the corner fade from Manning for another touchdown. He had 4 touchdown catches in the game. Denver with a 35-21 lead in the fourth. Jamal Charles would push through for a 1-yard touchdown run midway through the fourth quarter to make it a 7-point game with under 2 minutes to go, though. KC in the red zone, 4th and 4, but Smith's pass to Dwayne Bowe is incomplete. Kansas City has now lost 3 straight games and falls a game behind Denver for the first place in the AFC West, falling to Denver 35-28. The St. Louis Rams have won 2 straight games. They were in San Francisco this afternoon, going for 3 straight over the 49ers. It was 6-0 San Francisco in the second when the Niners made it 13-0 on a Frank Gore touchdown. Rams would add a field goal at the end of the half. They were only down 13-3 going into halftime. But more San Francisco in the fourth. It was 16-6 when Colin Kaepernick connected with Vernon Davis for the 17-yard touchdown pass. He hurtled into the end zone. 49ers would go up 23-6. Kellen Clemens would find Brian Quick for a touchdown with 18 seconds left in the game, but it was too little too late for St. Louis as they fall to San Francisco 23-13. Not a good day for the Chiefs and Rams, but you got to be proud of them. You got to be a Mizzou Tiger fan right now. Volleyball and football, good times right now. So ride the train.
Definitely, and I told you this. I don't know if you knew this, but I was at the game yesterday. It was my first Mizzou football game ever.
Okay.
That's why I sound a little bit hoarse today because I was obviously cheering on the Tigers.
I think I bruised a rib going out there on the field with the students, but I'll manage. But yeah, it's understandable.
Definitely an exciting time to be a Mizzou fan.